For my salmon croquettes, I like to use garlic powder, Old Bay seasoning, black pepper, and give it a little kick, some cayenne pepper. Also, I have diced up some onions, and I will also be using 2 whole eggs. Get this open. 2 whole eggs and some flour to make my patties. If you be my camera woman, Mom. So before I add my egg, I do like to do all my dry ingredients. So I added the seasonings to the salmon, but before we got to this step, I apologize. My mom took the bones out of the salmon. This is 2 cans of salmon that we're working with today. So if you only do 1 can, you only use 1 egg. I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions in. Next, I will add my flour. Excuse me. I'm wrong. Next, I will add my eggs. The eggs are going to help everything gel and meld together. And then the flour is going to help them from falling and crumbling apart. So you kind of want to go in order with your ingredients. So like I said, we started with dry. Then we added in our vegetable, which is the onion. Now we're going in with the wet to help gel everything together. Then to help everything stay compacted, we're going to add the flour. You can also use cornmeal or cornbread mix if you want a little sweetness to it. I cannot recall how I learned how to do this, but my family likes it when I make it, so it's my little thing. I love breakfast food. I could eat it all day, any time of the day.
Me too. Me too.
You just want to make sure you spread love all over. I probably should be using a spoon. Don't use a fork like you see me doing.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I just kind of eyeball it as far as the flour goes.
Yes, a spoon, please. Since she said she should have used a spoon. Thank you.
And this is almost like if you make meatloaf or hamburger patties. You just know the consistency you need for what it is you're making. Thank you, Mom. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, mix it up, and see what we're looking like.
Yes, I'm stepping around.
You want to evenly distribute the flour. And this is almost like frying chicken or frying fish. You want to make sure your grease is good and hot before you place the meat into the grease. When we get to that part, I'll show you a trick I learned so you know when your grease is good and hot. All right, this is looking okay, but I feel like I need a little more flour to ensure that we don't have any issues with the patties crumbling. Okay, you can see as I'm stirring how it's starting to be more form-fitting. It's not crumbling up as much. So I just get a spoonful in my hand and make it into a little patty, just like that. You can make them as big or small as you want to. I like medium, you know, not too big, not too small, just right in the middle. So we'll be back once it's time to put them in the grease. You can press the little red button.